focus on the good stuff because what you pay attention to will grow.
In the middle of your marriage, which crops are you cultivating? The weeds or the vegetables?
Starve the weeds and focus on the good stuff.
Those are the attributes that you want to grow strong and healthy.
So how do we stay strong and healthy? How do we focus on the good stuff? Because not everything is good in a marriage.
Sometimes there's a bad day, a bad week.
Sometimes there are enough things in a year that are bad that the whole year you can say wasn't a very good year.
But there's always good things to focus on. It's
true. It's where do you put your focus?
And energy.
Yes.
And even in those times that are difficult, it's about remembering. I go back and think, I remember why we got married.
Yes.
I like being with you.
Yes.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
And we have plans, we have goals, we have dreams, and even if we have setbacks, we're still wanting to achieve those things.
That's right. And if there are things that are sown in between the good stuff that are less than ideal, there are times when you can't get rid of them. They're there.
There's actually a biblical reference for that. In the Bible, Matthew chapter 13, Jesus talks about a parable of wheat and tares, where a farmer went out and sowed seed for his wheat, and while he was sleeping, evil people came by and sowed these tares. And then when the servants saw that, as it was coming up and growing, they said, well, should we go out and remove the tares? And the parable that he's very clear is, he says, no, leave it until time of harvest, because if you pull up the tares now, it might damage the wheat. And I often think about that in marriages. Sometimes we think, well, we have to address every major issue.
That's right. Yeah, if it's a problem, that's it. We're going to take care of that.
And it could not be the best time.
Yes.
Just waiting on it, praying over it, could be a good thing.
That's right. Pray and ask your Heavenly Father when the right time to pull that stuff out is. It's not always right now.
Right. And so staying focused on the good stuff, even though you know there's some challenging things, is important.
And I think it's important that you focus on part of the good stuff is focusing on your strengths.
Very important.
We all have weaknesses.
I remember
procrastination.
20 years ago, there was an article I read from Peter Drucker, the management guru, and it was called Focus on Your Strengths, which is a little more popular now, but at the time, it was a revolutionary idea in business. Many times you go through this review exercise where after a year, you sit with your employer and they're like, great, but you have these problems. Let's focus on these weaknesses. And his comment was, you apply all this energy on the weaknesses, and the best you get is from poor to moderate. But if you applied that same amount of energy from your strengths, you take them from being good to great.
And it's all about leading a meaningful life as husband and wife. You want to focus on the good and get great. So
imagine if you applied that in marriage, of the energy on the good stuff and make it great. And in the right time then deal with
those things about
challenges.
your weaknesses that need to be addressed.
Yeah. There's another Bible reference, actually, of where we should apply our focus. Your favorite, actually.
It is my favorite, Philippians 4:8.
Where it says, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things.
So focus on the good stuff.